Hey, how's it going? What if you could design in Figma without touching your mouse? Just typing, just talking to AI, and your UI builds itself. Welcome back to the channel, or if you're new here, I'm AK. I make videos about Figma and Framer. So today, I'm going to show you something I've been building. It's a Figma plugin that lets you design using Cursor, or honestly, any AI agent like Claude. You describe what you want and it builds the UI directly inside Figma. So just prompts to design. Now here's where it gets interesting. I actually submitted this plugin to Figma over a month ago and nothing. No approval, no rejection, even no response. Just silence. And I've been emailing their supporting team for a while. However, so I thought, you know what? If they're not going to release it, I will. So I open sourced the entire plugin. And in this video, I will show you exactly how it works, how to set it up with Cursor, and how you can start designing like this today. All right, so here is our Figsor repository. Now, what we need to do is we need to download the repository. So you can use this to download it, or you can download as a zip. Now, when you have downloaded, then you need to go back to your Figma. We just close it. If you're new to plugin system, you need to go to your plugins, then development, and import plugin from manifest, right? So click on that. Now, this is, let's say, your Figsor where you have downloaded, and you'll see something like this. It will not say Figsor Pro because there is a Pro version where you can connect your design system to design with AI according to your design library. But in this version, you have the file without this folder. Now, what you need to do is you go to Figma plugin and you see this manifest.json. You just select it and click open. I'm not going to open it because I've already installed it. When you're done, you'll see something like this. But at this point, you'll see disconnected. You need to connect it with Cursor, right? So we need to install the MCP server in our Cursor. So I'm going to go back to Cursor. So in Cursor, at the top right corner, you'll see the settings icon here. And then click on settings. Then from the left sidebar, go to Tools and MCP. If you do not have any MCP server installed already, then there will be nothing here. So you need to add one. So click on this new MCP server, and you need to add these lines in your MCP server file. Now, if you want, you can actually use this instruction from here and directly copy and paste it over there. So you just need this Figsor from here to here, right? But this will install this npm package of Figsor, which is absolutely fine. I published it and it's under MIT license, so you can use it. But if you want to use the local one, which I recommend always, because the WebSocket, which connects the Figma with Cursor or any AI agent, let's say even Claude, it runs on a port 3055, right? So I personally recommend to use it all the time because sometimes I forget to update the npm package over here. So right now, how you're gonna get this address, right? So it's very easy. You need to go back to your folder where we were. So let's say we were here, documents, Figsor, right? So here, let me just make it a list, right? You need to go to the MCP server, right? And here you will see source and server.ts, which is a TypeScript file. So just copy the location of it, and then you come to Cursor and paste it inside this, right? So when you're done with it, you go back here and you will see the Figsor has turned green, which means the WebSocket is running already. If not, just turn it off and turn back it on, then it will work. Right now it's not working because the MCP port is already running on 3055. I need to turn that off and on. So I'm just gonna fix it using Cursor. Right. So it's killing the 3055, right? Now it's gonna run it on again. So toggle it on. Right, it's done. Right? So it's so easy. If you find any problem over here, just put it into Cursor. Cursor will fix it. I knew what the problem was. I actually had it running on 3055 and the port was busy, right? So we had to kill it and then run it back again. Now let's go back to our Figma and let's set it up. We need some access to Figma in order to make the AI control Figma, read Figma and write Figma, right? So if you can go over here, the question mark icon, click it, and then you'll find a guideline what to do over here, right? So let's take this one, Figma access token, which is what we need. In order to get Figma access token, we need to go to our settings and security and generate an access token. And while doing that, we need this access: file content read, file metadata read, library assets read, library content read, team library content read, right? So how do we go there? You can click on the profile and click settings from here. So click on the security and you'll see this access token section. You need to generate a token. I already have one, but let me show you how to do it. So give it a name, Figsor or something, whatever you want. Let the expiration date, let it be 90 days, the maximum that we can have. Then we need user content, library assets, file metadata read, file content read, library assets read, library content read, team library read. And when you click on it, you'll get a token. Let me just type the name too so that it doesn't conflict. Right, generate token. Right, you gotta copy this token, and which I'm gonna revoke. So let's say revoke access, right? You're gonna copy it and then come over here in Figsor, in your plugin, go to settings and put the access token here. All right, and that's all you need to do. Done. The rest of it that you see is on different topic, which I'm going to talk about on different videos, which is like Cursor API, which is for generating SVGs, not just icons, right? It's like complex illustrations and whatnot. Then Open Router API, which is used for generating images using Nano Banana 2. And there is this pair design, which I'm going to talk about in the later videos. You use multiple agents to design on Figma, and this design system library, you're gonna get this in Figsor Pro version, which I've published in Gumroad. If you guys need it, you can find it in the GitHub repo. And then image upload also, I'm gonna make another video on this. So you can upload any image and go to Cursor and tell, okay, let's say you have uploaded an UI, and then tell Cursor, okay, I have uploaded an UI, let's copy this one, or any sort of things you can do with it. All right, now let's test it out. Let's see what can we do with it. So I'm gonna do this. Hey, let's design a profile card in Figma. Make it the most common prompt. Look good. All right, let's send it, and it's gonna go with the tools. So inside Figsor, we've got 49 tools currently. It's going to go with all of them, and whichever is needed, it's going to work with those, right? So it's reading the tools that it needs. And while it works, let me tell you something. It's not just for designing simple stuff, and you're not going to get a very polished version at the first hand. You need to iterate. That's how the design works. So it's going to come up with something. You're going to iterate on those designs. You can iterate manually, or even you can click on any frame and then come back to Cursor and tell, hey, I have selected a frame. Can you please edit it to this style or that style? Something like that. All right. So it's doing its work, it's building, and now it has decided what it needs to be done, right? So it's gonna create a frame. All right, it has created a frame, profile card. Now, if we wait here, we can see it's gonna start designing, right? And the colors and paddings and the spacings, you can decide whatever you want. We already have a skill file inside our Figsor plugin, and also in the MCP specifically, which is kind of anti-AI slope design. So it has some rules. Let's see what it designs first. But one thing I need to mention, when the first time you're going to run it, Cursor is going to ask to allow the tool to work with it, right? So it's going to come up with modal. I'm going to do this. Do you allow this or not? Something like that. So you just need to allow the tool list from Cursor, and it's going to work. And it has started designing, and it is designing. All right. All right. I see there is this problem which needs to be fixed. All right, so you can start fixing it from here, right? I don't know why is it okay. It's hugging the content. Let's give it 40 pixel or 80 pixel. You can do it like this, or even you can actually select this. I'm gonna turn it back to hugging the content so that I can show you what I was talking about. So it has designed a basic card, right? It is designing a still. Yep, it is still designing. All right, it's done probably. Let's select this frame and tell, hey, I have selected a frame. The profile picture frame, probably. Can you please fix the height of it? Oh, it did it already. Oh, come on. Okay, it saw what's wrong with it and did it when we were typing it, so it's not needed. But you get the point, right? So you can actually select anything and tell it to do things. And it's not just profile card. You can design anything you want. I've designed a lot of stuff using it. For example, I showed you already. This one is designed totally using this one. I've designed complex dashboards also. So yeah, you can do anything you want with the help of AI, and take it as a tool to improve your workflow. Don't depend on it totally, but use it well. All right, so yeah, we have got everything, and this was it. Let me know, how are you finding Figsor, what kind of designs you're doing with it, and how much it is helping to improve your workflow and whatnot. So I'll see you in the next one.